Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day and welcome to this video, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be kind of a throwback to something that I did at the very beginning of my channel. I think it was the third video I ever did, and I did a video talking about the brands that I wanted to try this year and several brands that I didn't think I would try. And I got this idea totally from Samantha March. In fact, I think she just did her updated version of this video as well. I'll make sure and link her video down below. So I've also seen Angelica Navikvis do this. This is just, I don't know why. It's really fun to identify brands you want to try and at the end of the year, see if you did and if the products were good. So first let's talk about my list that I made at the beginning of the year. I had 5 brands I didn't want to try, 5 brands that I did. So first let's mention one that I didn't want to try. The first one, I have my little notes here. My first one is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I didn't try it like I didn't think I would, and I really don't think I will in the future either. So that one is easy. One that I said I really wanted to try was Kaleidos Makeup. It has been on my radar forever, and this year I was finally able to try it. And this is, again, it's a bit of a spoiler for my end of the month haul, my indie makeup haul that I did. But first of all, this palette I have had for a few months. This is the Electro Turquoise palette. This was a gift from a friend. I was so thankful, and trying this palette definitely showed me that I was right to be a little bit, I don't know, obsessive about trying this brand. The brand is really, really good. Everything I've tried from them is amazing. So this was my first palette that I tried this year. And then I just picked up the Luna Lavender and the Astro Pink. Here's the Lunar Lavender, which it's just so yummy, right? And here's the Astro Pink. I'm not really gonna swatch, I think, a bunch of these for you because I actually have like a haul video coming up for these in which I will be swatching everything. So be on the lookout for that video. But for now, just look at that. Oh my goodness. The packaging on this brings this to another level. I love the theming, but the quality of the shadows is also just really, really good. And it's just ultra fun play makeup. Like, this is not my everyday makeup that I can just wear all the time. This is like playtime, and I love having it in my stash. I just love it. So along with those 2 palettes, I did try 2 of the Kaleidos lip products. Their lip tonic is like their liquid lipstick, and their lucid lip is the gloss. And oh my goodness, same thing. I'll save the swatching for the indie makeup video that I have coming up. But ooh, this is more like the blotted, it's like a super thin serum lip product. The type that you see a lot in like Asian makeup. Oh, I love this. Super thin, super serum-like product that doesn't dry out your lips. Really, really pretty. I have mine in the shade Immersion. And then, oh, the lip gloss. It's so good. It's not sticky, and yet it stays on your lips, doesn't migrate, makes your lips look really juicy. Oh, it's so good. It looks a bit like a crazy color, but it's more of a sheer product. So happy I tried these, and now I want more colors. That's the problem with finding something that you really like and you want other things from the range. But I was so happy that I finally got to try this brand and that it turned out well. Oh my goodness, so happy. The second brand that I said that I probably would not try this year was BH Cosmetics, of all things. I think it's just because I had zero interest in any of their products when I saw, their palette releases, and I was just blah, like just not interested whatsoever. And I didn't try anything from BH this year, although this year they have come out with some palettes where I was kind of like, oh, that's interesting, but not enough to actually purchase anything. Maybe I will next year. We'll see. I feel like I'm going to be really selective with the eyeshadow that I buy next year. But they have come out with some really beautiful color stories this year. I've been hearing rave reviews. So if the perfect palette comes out for me, I might try it again next year. But no, this year I did not. The second brand that I said I wanted to try this year was Juvia's Place. And I have. I have one of their big palettes and 2 of their mini palettes. I did have another one of their bigger palettes that I ended up passing along to my sister. It just had a lot of mattes that I just didn't think I would use, and I wanted someone to use it who would, So first I got the Warrior palette. This is the very warm gold toned palette. And oh my goodness. This one, I will give you a couple swatches. The metallics are just, it's great quality for the price. And if you guys follow their website, look at that. You will see they have sales all the time. I feel like it's way better price-wise to follow their website than following them on like Ulta or anything. That was the shade Amina. Let's do the shade Benin. Just, oh, it's so glorious. Like, just so good. My favorite shade in the palette is like the light gold. This is the shade Moremi. Oh, the quality. It is just amazing. If you're looking for a bold, foiled gold makeup look, check this one out. You cannot go wrong. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I didn't even swatch one of the gold shades. Let me get one of the gold ones for you. So this is the shade Bakwa. Just look at that. That's like a true gold. My goodness. So yes, highly, highly happy with this. Then I tried two of their minis, and I have the taupes and I have the nudes. I just recently talked about these in my 1 week 1 palette series. I do not feel like this has near the same formula as the Warrior palette does, but I still enjoy them, but for different reasons. The Warrior palette, I go for like the insanely bold metallics, whereas I feel like the ones in the taupes and in the nudes are a bit more, I don't know, a bit more wearable for day to day. I know I personally don't want an extremely bold metallic every day. These are just more wearable, but yet still really pretty, really nice color story. The mattes are really blendable, but not as crazy pigmented as some of the ones in the other Juvia's Place palettes that I've tried. So I think they're really user-friendly, these little ones. Well, specifically these color stories. They have some other ones that are like bright pink and purples and things that I haven't tried. These two, I would say, if you like neutral makeup and you like neutral makeup that isn't very glittery and such, you will enjoy these. Here's a couple swatches of the taupes, of the metallics. You can see they're still pretty. It's just not quite the same. It's just not quite the same formula as the other palettes that I tried. And here's some swatches of the nude. I feel like this one does remind me more of the formula from the larger palettes. So it's still really beautiful. You know, you get some shininess, some fun tones in there. Like I said, not quite up to the intensity of the normal big ones. And oh my goodness, I had this sitting somewhere else, so I forgot to mention it, but I also have the Nomad, which, ooh, if you were into grungy fall tones, this is glorious. It's really, really pretty. There's 2 shimmers and the rest are matte. Highly recommend. Let me quick swatch the shimmers for you. I actually am wearing some shades from this palette on my eyes today. I'm using this shade on my lid, and I'm using this bright yellow on my inner corner and on my lower lash line. It is such a glorious palette. I can highly recommend this one if you like the tones. I was really happy with my Juvia's Place purchases this year. Just really, really happy that I finally got to try the brand. And I was also very pleased. I think every single one of those palettes I bought on sale. Like I said, Juvia's Place goes on sale a lot. So if you're interested, watch out for a sale for sure. Okay, the third brand that I thought that I would not try at all was Melt Causemetics. And I didn't try it. It's just an expensive brand, and I had lots of more affordable brands that I wanted to try. So yeah, I didn't try Melt this year. The third brand that I said I did want to try is Hourglass. And I didn't, you know, Hourglass is I would say not exactly luxury, but definitely a high-end brand. So it's not something that I wanted to try everything in for sure. But I did want to try one of their blushes, and I was actually on the lookout for one of their mini blushes in particular. But then BoxyCharm had Hourglass blushes in their boxes. And while I don't get BoxyCharm, I do follow a group where people sell off their makeup that they get from their BoxyCharm. So I got a full-size Hourglass blush. This one in the shade Diffused Heat, and I think, how much did I spend on this? Was it maybe $15? I thought it was such a steal because even their minis are like something like $20 to $22. So I was really pleased to get to try this for a much more affordable price than usual. Wipe off some of the other swatches before I get it everywhere. I might have already. But these Hourglass blushes are mixed with their super popular powders, so they're not very pigmented, and the shade that I have is quite light pink. Definitely, I don't think it would show up on all skin tones. There's kind of a heavier swatch so you could see it better. But as you can see, it has, since it is mixed with one of their powders, it has a beautiful sheen to it, and it blends really, really nicely on the cheeks. Speaking of sheen, I went a little overboard with my Pixie Glow Mist, I think. When I look in the mirror, I'm not as shiny, and when I look at the viewfinder for how I look to you guys, I'm so glowy. My goodness, I'm just gonna embrace it today. But anyway, so this Hourglass blush, really happy I got to try one of these. I really like blush. I just really wanted to try the formula. Oh, okay, so this next one. So for the fourth brand that I said that I didn't want to try was Cleonad, and I just picked a single shadow brand. Like I meant all single shadow brands. I didn't want to get into single shadows this year. Well, I epically failed on that front because I got into single shadows this year. I've tried Sydney Grace, I've tried Makeup Geek, and for Black Friday, I ordered shadows from Luxie and Davina. I still haven't tried Cleonad, so I guess it wasn't an epic fail on that part. But I did get into single shadows. The whole reason I said why I didn't want to get into singles is because I just didn't want to go down that rabbit hole. And yeah, I knew myself well. I've gone down the rabbit hole. I'm definitely interested in trying a whole bunch of those next year as well. But once again, I'm going to try to be more selective next year in what I purchase, just so I don't end up with a bunch of makeup I don't use. But yeah, did end up trying single shadows. But here's one that I wanted to try that I didn't. And Causemetics. I really, really wanted to try their lip products and their blushes. I still haven't. And I think it's because I was hanging out for a sale. Like, I really like to hang out for a sale, and their brand's a bit more expensive. However, they don't really have good sales. Every time a sale came around, I was like, that's not a good enough sale for me. I don't think I've ever seen anything go for more than 10 to 20% off. Maybe 30% off. It was more like one of those things where buy 3, get 1 free type of a thing. And I was like, but I don't want 3. I want to try 1 thing, you know? So if I ever do try the brand, which I really do want to, I might just have to bite the bullet, because I don't think, if you guys have seen Causemetics go on a decent sale, please tell me, because I would love to know when that happens for sure. So that's still in the back of my mind as a brand I want to try. But lastly, brands that I said I would not try in the year 2020 were all the luxury brands, Chanel, Dior, all those things. And yeah, I didn't try anything from the luxury brands. No surprise there. But the 5th brand that I said I wanted to try was Dose of Colors, very specifically their lip glosses, and I did try 2. I got Messy Bun and the shade Almond Butter, and I do like these. When I first tried them, I was a little disappointed because I was expecting more of a, I don't know, lip glossy, more of a sheer formula, whereas these are very opaque cream formulas. Once I got over, you know, my disappointment just thinking that they were something else, I really do like them. That one there is Messy Bun, and this shade Almond Butter is the type of shade that I have been really into this year. Almond Butter is right there. They smell really good. Oh my goodness. Super sweet smelling. And since they are more of an opaque cream formula, they do last nicely on the lips for a gloss. You know, even they don't wear very long, but better than like the sheer kind. So I'm really happy. I tried a bunch of things this year I was really, really happy with. Nothing was a complete for me, you know, for those brands that I really wanted to try. But let me know down below, do you keep like a running list of specific brands that you would like to try something from? If you do, let me know. Did you get to try them this year? Was it good? You know, did it work out? I will be doing an updated version of this, I think, in January, of the brands that I want to try. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, chatting about makeup with me. I really appreciate your time. And thank you so much for your support of my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!